Business and enterprise are the themes running through this evening's programme. And we're coming to you from Prosperous in County Kildare, a rather blustery Prosperous in County Kildare, to meet a man who gave up his full-time job to start a small business. He says he has developed a product for a niche market, and so far the reaction has been very positive, as Helen McInerney discovered.
Rory Glover hasn't far to travel to work. He converted his garage into a workshop and from here runs his small business making jigsaws. It's about 6 years since Rory first began making jigsaws as a hobby, and the reaction was so positive he thought he could turn his hobby into a business.
The feedback on the personalised jigsaw puzzles was extremely positive. A lot of customers would come back to me.
Rory was working locally with Hewlett-Packard, but 5 years ago he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. An opportunity arose within work to take a package, and Rory decided to leave his job and set up in business.
I'd say a lot of people did think it was crazy. There is certainly risk attached to it, but I did have the background of about 6 years of the hobby business beforehand, so I wasn't going in completely green. But also my wife is a teacher, and we did quite a bit of research within the schools market to see was there an opportunity for educational jigsaw puzzles. So I did quite a bit of research there, and that would indicate that there is a viable market there for a small business.
With the help of his wife Niamh, Rory feels he's identified a niche market for his product.
Our primary products are jigsaw puzzles, handmade jigsaw puzzles, and they fall into two categories: personalised jigsaw puzzles, which we make using customers' photographs, and then educational ones, which are for preschools and primary schools. And we have those based on school curriculum and labelled in Irish, but we also do it in English as well. So we're geared very much towards a specific market of 3 to 7 year olds educational jigsaw puzzles.
The one area that Rory felt he needed help with was the financial end of the business. He approached his local leader office to see if they could help.
We have a lot of people coming, knocking on our door at the present time, exploring business ideas, or they have a business idea which they want to develop further. And we're in a position to give them a range of supports in that regard. For example, with Rory here in his business idea, the first way we supported him was by putting a mentor to work with him to explore his business idea. And the role of the business mentor is not to write the business plan or to develop his business, it's to help him.
Mary believes planning in the early stages is crucial to the sustainability of any small business.
Where the failure rate happens is where sufficient planning hasn't gone in, or that the business hasn't undertaken sufficient market research to ensure its sustainability, that it has been a reactionary development of the business as opposed to a planned development.
For me, the mentorship was more important for me than any financial support, because I didn't want to invest any money up front further to what I had without having at least confidence that the business plan was good and the assumptions challenged.
A better work-life balance was one of the reasons Rory chose to set up his own business, and his family are central to his enterprise.
It is a family business, so I'm involved in, I suppose, the manufacturing of them and the business side. Niamh, my wife, she's a fluent Irish speaker from Connemara. She provides all the Irish language elements. She's also a teacher, so she provides the understanding of the curriculum for the design. And then we have Afric, who is Niamh's niece. She's an artist, so she actually does our drawings for us.
Being a native Irish speaker, I wanted Irish jigsaws. And I said, would you make a few for me, Irish language jigsaws for my nieces and nephews at home, and also for, we'd say, colleagues of mine who are children in Gaelscoilne, and, you know, children who wanted Irish language jigsaws. So he made a few, and they went on really, really well. And out of that, we kind of said, I wonder, is there a business opportunity here just to expand his jigsaw business? And it expanded into the special needs market as well, because I was working as a special needs teacher at the time, and between the personalised jigsaws, and then you could put captions on them, a scailge, a spare, whatever you wanted. And that seemed to take off. We got some help with the Irish language jigsaws. I approached COG, and they're the Cóirle Medachas Gaeltachta and Gaelscoilne. And we got some help to develop some Irish packaging, Irish language packaging, because we wanted the whole product to be a scailge. So we didn't want an Irish language jigsaw in a packaging that was in English language. So they gave us funding for that. They were very, very helpful.
Local schools have been very supportive of the business.
As you know, we design and hand make these ourselves. So if you have any specific design requirements, absolutely no problem.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to you about that later on.
Yep.
The children really enjoy making them. The pieces are extremely durable, and as they're made from recycled materials, and we're a green school, we certainly support that, and the fact that they're non-toxic is very good as well.
It doesn't have any English words, it has Irish instead.
And here you have beside you Fergal. Fergal, what is it about that jigsaw that you like? Are they easy to make?
Yeah, they're easy to make.
And would you prefer making those now to the other ones?
I prefer making anyone.
Recent positive feedback from his attendance at a showcase in Dublin, together with his plans to export, indicate a positive future for this fledgling enterprise.
The way we have designed it, we can put on any language. So we have them in Irish, English, French. We have one in Swedish, but we'd look to put Italian and Spanish and German, and then we can export to any market really.
Gonairi Gugyala Rory leis na Mira na Mari. Isn't it lovely to see the Irish language being promoted in a fun way? Well, now we're off to County Clare to meet a woman who gave up a permanent and pensionable job to take on a rather large goats farm. And the good news is that her